Well, we are out in the ranked battles. This is the Bronze League in this current season, and I am using Cleveland as my go-to ship for this season. So we have one destroyer, two cruisers, two battleships, and one aircraft carrier on each team. These are 6 versus 6 battles. And we are spawned closest to Bravo Cap. So since we just have the one DD, and it's the Orkan, so he has his own radar, I'm going to go ahead and head off to Bravo and hope he can take care of himself.
Awaiting instructions.
Okay, so it looks to me like almost all of my team is headed off to Alpha. Not quite sure what our Massachusetts is doing. Our CV has sent his torpedo bombers over to Charlie to see who's going over that way. Not sure why he would choose to do that. It doesn't really matter. We could definitely use the spotting over at Alpha though. Okay, well, we'll see, because the enemy aircraft carrier is spotting all of our ships, and now the enemy knows that my entire team has gone to Alpha. Except for me. Okay, well, I see the Rochester's driver is a guy that's on my blacklist. I don't remember why. I think he was just one of those bad attitude type of people. Compound is his name. So we'll see. Alright, I just let my team know that I might need some help over here at Bravo.
Gun crews are on full alert.
And the enemy CV is bringing in some aircraft at me, so try to turn and minimize the damage. Bismarck is saying for me to get back. Well, I don't want to just leave. No good. Okay, Massachusetts is coming back my way, so that actually might work out pretty well, because if they decide they want to push me, then he's going to be coming from their broadside and making life rather difficult on them.
Alert.
Okay, so looking over at our mini map at Alpha, nobody's gone into the Alpha cap yet. Okay, that aircraft carrier is coming back with torpedoes now. And Bismarck is shooting at me.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Avoided taking any damage from that, and the torpedoes have all missed, so let's make myself as small as possible. Okay, somebody just took shots at me. I don't know, maybe Rochester? Rochester is just a Baltimore, but it doesn't get radar. Instead, it gets smoke, and then it has its hydro, but it just sits in smoke and likes to shoot at people from smoke. Me, I'm coming out here and I'm going to shoot at that Bismarck, who has his guns right now, it looks like, on my Massachusetts. So since he's shooting at my Massachusetts, I'm going to get some shots on him without having to worry about anything shooting back at me. Those are his secondaries, which he doesn't specifically aim those. Those are aimed by the programming. They can still do a lot of damage, but I'm outside decent accuracy. All right, so just taking those shots at that Bismarck, he's left himself open here, and that Rochester is all the way back in their cap, so he actually is not in a position to really be able to shoot at me. He's not helping his Bismarck out either. He's 18-3 away. His guns are only 15-9. So yeah, he's not a lot of help. Okay. I'd really like to get some fires on this guy, but I think we're going to have him here. That might do it. Got him. All right. And a first blood. Ooh, something still has me detected, though. It's not Rochester. Something's over here. And we've never seen Kid. Oop. Well, Rochester got our Shimanta, so I guess he was doing something useful. Okay. What's over there? My RPF. In that direction. I just let Massey know about that. I like having this blue arc for my RPF indicator because it doesn't blend into the background the way the white one does. I tried using the red one, but then when I was taking damage from anything, whether it was secondaries or somebody's shells hit me, it looks exactly like my RPF did, so I couldn't tell what direction the shells were coming from. This blue one makes it work a lot better. Okay, the enemy CV is working on my Massachusetts, but Massey still has, it looks like about half health, maybe more, I can't quite tell. All of us are pretty healthy, except for the Shimanta that we lost earlier. He's asking our CV for some anti-aircraft fire support. Fighter cover would be nice, but I don't think our CV is going to be able to help out. He's over there working on that enemy Massachusetts that's way over there. Oh, well, there's the enemy CV right there. Okay, let's give him something else to think about. Yep, I thought so. Okay, because that's not where my RPF was. It was on that Kid, who is currently hiding behind that rock. Now he's coming out. Ho, ho, ho. What do you want to do, Kid? What are you thinking here? Okay, light off my hydro. I'm sure he thinks he's going to torp brush me. Not exactly something that he can get away with. Alright, now faked him out. There go his torps. He only gets one set of torps every 2 minutes. And now what's he going to do? Okay, I think he's going to try to ram me. Yeah, he's going to try to ram me, but I can dodge pretty well. Yep, he missed. Okay, now let's get shells back on him. He's trying to heal. And here we go. Got him. Oh my goodness. You know, that's kind of funny. But earlier today I was in Cleveland and I was trying to ram a battleship and a Zumo that kind of had me trapped, and I didn't have anywhere else to go, so I was trying to ram it. and it was ducking away from me. It was pretty funny too. So anything can happen. I actually thought about putting ram flags on this Cleveland, but
Anti-aircraft
honestly, it
batteries
would
are
be
on
a
full
waste.
alert.
The second time today, I found myself in a situation where I might need to try to ram. All right, just firing at the right below the flight deck, trying to get there to the hangar deck or to the island, and got him. All right.
Taking the lead.
Okay. Well,
Enemy aircraft carrier blown up.
that takes care of that. All they have left now is that Rochester, and he's down. Good job. Okay then. So we ended up with 78,000 in damage and got that first blood. Even had a close quarters expert, which is unusual. Did it with my main guns rather than my secondaries, but still got that DD. And ended up on top of the leaderboard with 2,441 base XP. At Massachusetts that came all the way over to help me out. Definitely deserves a compliment. Got the 3 kills. The CV was the sweetest one, I think. Although saving myself from the kid helped quite a bit. And then taking care of that Bismarck. I think our Massachusetts was going to get it anyway, but I took advantage of the situation. Ended up with over 500,000 in potential damage, so a lot of that was probably from the aircraft. And brought in 408,000 in credits, 3,225 in free XP, 736 in Elite Commander XP, and 14,700 in Commander XP to help out this captain who is getting close to making 21 points. Working steadily here on Richard Connolly. He has been captain now on Cleveland for all the way through the clan battle season, and I'll just keep him on here until I get out of these ranked battles, at least out of the Bronze League. So his skills are set up for Des Moines, I believe, but they work just fine here on Cleveland. So I have greased the gears, which helps a lot, because when I'm turning and burning, I need to keep those guns on target. That does a lot for me. Then incoming fire are indispensable for Cleveland, because I get that warning that I have shells coming in. I can juke them. I can hit the brakes, try to duck behind an island, do whatever I can to avoid taking the worst of those shots. And then I run last stand, because every once in a while my engines will get bonked. Although it hasn't happened a lot lately, it can happen. Then run that demolition expert to light the fires, and boy does she. I have adrenaline rush because I will be knocked around a little bit, and when I lose HP, then that gives me back some faster reload time. Survivability expert gives me the extra HP so that when I do get hit, I'm not sunk right away. I can still stay in the fight for a while longer. And then run that concealment expert that gets my concealment down to 9.3 kilometers, which is quite low for Tier 8 cruisers. And then I run that radio locate. And that's how I knew there was a DD there. I knew Kid was there. I could warn my BB so that he didn't take torps, and I could hunt that DD down, and that's a big difference maker to me. So I have main armaments mod 1 to help keep my guns from getting knocked out. I have enhanced surveillance radar, so an extra 20% on my radar. That's a extra modification you buy for coal. And then I run Aiming Systems Mod 1 to put as many shells as I can on target, and when I do, it doesn't have the same weight as battleship guns, but it definitely does a lot of damage as all of them are HE for the most part. I very rarely switch over to AP, and that HE will do some damage and light some fires, which we saw that happen. And then I'm running Steering Gears Mod 1 because I need to be able to twist and turn. I'm not an island camper, I'm an open water gunboater, and you need to be able to avoid those shells, avoid those torps. If I went with throttle juking, I think I would not be nearly as effective. And then you run the Concealment Systems Mod 1, and that combined with the Captain skill is what brings my concealment down. So that defensive AA fire, every once in a while I get to use that. I used it quite a bit in this battle, and that definitely helped take out some of those aircraft and kept that CV from going out of its way to hunt me down. And then you have to run radar. Spotting aircraft and fighters just wouldn't be as helpful. A lot of times with that radar, I can find something that's sitting in its smoke and shoot at it unmolested while it's sitting in there. It can't see me, but my radar sees it, and my other ships can see it too. And then I have hydro, which is only 5K hydro compared to the 6K that you get out of a lot of the German ships, but it still helps a lot and helps me avoid those torpedoes. Then we're running Juliet Charlie, always, always, always. Although I hear that in the next update they're going to get rid of the detonations, and so I won't have to buy those det flags anymore. I can invest in some of these others that I find useful. So we'll see. I am running India Yankees. Normally I save these for the battleships, but I'm out there lighting those fires, and I sometimes have cruisers and secondaries from the battleships will light me on fire, so this helps put them out a little bit more quickly. Then India X-ray to help me light those fires and get as much damage on those battleships as possible. November Echo 77 helped me along with my defensive AA to take care of those aircraft that were attacking me. Sierra Mikes, when I have them, I'll use them. Makes my ship that much faster. And then the November Foxtrots give me back my hydro and my radar a little bit more quickly, and that helps out. And then Sierra Bravos make my hydro last that much longer. So all of those things help make Cleveland quite a fearsome competitor in all battles. I use her in randoms. I used her a lot in clan battles, and now here she is in ranked battles and doing quite well. And I see I got some stars in my campaign. I have completed all of these now except for the Yamamoto campaign. So we're on level 2 of that one. So let's claim our rewards, get more Juliet Charlies. That's nice. And then this one's a repeat, so I just get to collect stars for that one. So I'm going to repeat that one again. And let's see, I think I'll take, that's a CV only, and I'm not much for playing CV, so that's for CVs, that's for CVs, that's for CVs. High caliber Confederate, well, I've gotten them, but I don't get them frequently enough. We'll go for this one. We'll rack that up. I only need 2, and then I'll advance into the next round. All right, so good deal there. And so let's take a quick look at this beautiful little girl here. She is the sweetest thing, I think. Just looks so innocent here in port, but you get her out there firing all of those guns at the enemy, and she's a fearsome fire starter. She has 2 turrets up forward with 3 barrels each, and 2 turrets back aft with 3 barrels each. So she's putting out a total of 12 shells downrange. They're lightweight shells, but the full weight of them do quite a bit of damage, especially when I can get them to start fires. And she does start a lot of fires. And then she has very good AA. You see some of the AA mounts right in here, and some more over in this area. And I believe that's another set of them way up in the bow. So all of those together are giving those aircraft carriers enough of a hard time. They avoid me. I like this camo on her. This one, I had to pay an extra 100 dubs for it, but it was worth it. Really makes her look nice, doesn't it? All right, well, I've done a few videos in Cleveland, but I really like driving her, and I wanted to show off some of the reasons why and how well she does in a variety of situations. And I think this was a good one to show off. So have a great evening, and hope to see you in battle.